Welcome. In front of me is a OPPO Reno15 Pro, and today I will show you how you can hard reset this device through settings. So, to get started, you obviously want to open up your settings. And in here, we're gonna scroll all the way to the bottom, and here you will find System and Update. Gonna click on this, and we're interested in the backup and the reset option right over here. When you click on it, we can now choose Reset Phone. But before we go on with this, I do want to quickly just mention that if you want to preserve some of your data that is on this phone, for instance, like photos, videos, music, documents, and so on, I urge you to create a backup of it. Now, there's several different ways you can create a backup, some of them being more or less good at doing so. As an example, here we have Backup and Migrate as an option, and that Backup and Migrate uses Clone Phone. Now, if, for instance, you got a new phone, and that's why you're resetting this one, depending on what the phone that you got, you will be able to use most likely different cloning application that it comes with. Now, if your phone is like this one, OPPO, I think it's OPPO Realme Plus and Vivo, then you have Clone Phone, like this one, as an application. Just to showcase this, this application should be somewhere on our home screen. There we go, Clone Phone. And for all those 4 devices that I just mentioned, this application is pre-installed and just somewhere on your home screen, which you can open it up, connect these 2 devices, and then move over the data from your old phone to the new one. Now, this also basically allows you to move data to this device. So every company, or not every, but most companies have their own version of such an application with different names. So whatever the device you're using, you can find whatever application they're using there for that, assuming they have one. And when you do find that application, you would just download this application on this device and connect this phone to your new one and move over the data to the new device, making it super easy. Now, that's one of the easiest way. Doesn't really create a backup though, to be completely fair. It just migrates your device from one to another. Now, in a way, that is a backup, being a copy of your phone on a new phone, but not necessarily just a typical backup as you might usually expect. But you do have also the local backup, so backup data to or restore data from a local storage device. So you can actually back it up to a storage device. Now, I have never done this, so I'm not sure if this is going to be using some kind of like proprietary way. It could be possibly kind of going the same way through like Clone Phone kind of way. And if it does, then this backup would be locked into the basically the parent company kind of ecosystem in a way. So like I said, Realme, OnePlus, OPPO, and Vivo, they all use the same kind of application, and this data could be restored on any one of these brand phones. But for instance, if you have a Samsung, it might become basically unusable for you. I haven't tested it out, so that's something that you might want to first do if you plan to utilize this. But if this allows you to restore it on any other device, then that's probably the best backup you can create. As you can see, the amount of data that you can back up here is actually pretty good. We can back up apps, which these actually include all the applications. Unlike Google, which Google only basically backs up the information of an application that has been downloaded only through their Play Store. If you have one from GitHub, yeah, it's not going to back up the entire application. It's just going to completely ignore this one. And the way Google backs it up is basically not by backing it up, it's just by ripping off the data that is on your device. For instance, for applications, it's just an info that you have downloaded this application, right? And when it comes down to restoring it, it just sends that phone an info. Whoa, you're supposed to download this application because it was downloaded from Play Store before, so download it again. That's kind of how it works. But here you physically copy these applications to and create a backup of them, a physical one that even if you have no internet, these can be restored, unlike the Google one. And it also allows you to do things like settings, messages, call logs, contacts, and so on. So this is pretty good. And like I said, you do also have the option to back it up through Google. That was visible right here. I think it was, oh, there we go. So you can do it through Google. Or last option, one that doesn't revolve around any kind of way, but it also skips things like call logs, messages, and so on, would be just to plug in your cable to your computer and drag over from your phone to your desktop, for instance, or to some folder on your computer, all the photos, videos, music, documents that you have on this device that you'd like to keep. Now, unfortunately, you can do that for applications, call logs, messages, and basically any kind of other data like so. Only this would only include data that you have technically access to through folders like photos, videos, screenshots, and so on. So anyway, I don't have anything here that I want to back up, so I'm just going to jump straight to reset phone. I'm saying straight when I already talked for 6 minutes. But anyway, we're going to select now erase all data. It's going to give it a moment. It's going to stop you with a screen lock if you have one. If you don't, it's just going to jump to this page automatically. And it asks us permanently clear all data. We're going to select clear all data. You also have the option above that to retain eSIM profile. This device does have eSIM, so if you chose to add one and you're trying to get rid of this device, then select obviously the option that would apply to you, which if you're getting rid of it, it would be clear all data. Now if you're resetting it because maybe it's working slow for you or you have some virus or whatever that is, for instance, spying on you and constantly getting your passwords and stuff like that, which does happen sometimes, then you could reset it but retain eSIM profile, meaning after the reset it's as though the phone still has a SIM card inserted, so you will need to re-add it. But for me, I'm going to be selecting clear all data. Now next we have clear all data. All data including your eSIM information will be permanently cleared. This operation cannot be undone but won't cancel any mobile service plans. Select clear. And this will now begin resetting your device. Now this process will take about a minute or so to finish up, and once it's completed, we will be presented with Android setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And you can see the process is now finished, and you can set up your device however you like. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.